We go way back with the military. We did a tour of Korea in 1961. We went to Vietnam, following the Tet Offensive there. We played bases all over Europe. We come from a long line of flag wavers. I tell you, I had a choice today between two appearances. We had an invitation to Norfolk, Virginia for a change of command ceremony for my nephew, Captain Roy Cash, who was the commander of the USS El Paso. We also had the request to come to Guantanamo Bay, and I asked how many personnel were here, and they told me, and we talked it over, and we decided that this would be more important to do. I'd like to do a thing that I wrote, and I did it 10 years ago on the 4th of July, 1976, for our bicentennial, 11 years ago, for the House of Representatives at the request of Speaker Tip O'Neill. I'd like to do it for you now, and if you want to turn up the volume a little bit so the communists can hear it, that's all right with me. I walked through a county courthouse square, and on a park bench an old man was sitting there. I said, "Your old courthouse is kind of run down." He said, "No, it'll do for our little town." I said, "Your old flagpole's kind of leaned a little bit, and that's a ragged old flag you got hanging on it." He said, "Have a seat," and I sat down. "Is this the first time you've come to our little town?" I said, "I think it is." He said, "I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag." You see, we got a little hole in that flag there when Washington took it across the Delaware. And it got powder burned the night Francis Scott Key set up watching it riding thinking, you see. Got a little rip in New Orleans with Pakenham and Jackson tugging at its seams. It almost fell at the Alamo beside the Texas flag, but she waved on though. It got cut with a sword at Chancellorsville. Got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee Beauregard's brag, and the south wind blew hard on that ragged old flag. On Flanders Field in World War I, she took a big hit from a Bertha gun. She turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp and low by the time that one was through. She was in Korea, Vietnam. She went where she was sent by her Uncle Sam. The Native American Indians, the blacks, the yellow, the white, all shed red blood for the Stars and Stripes. And in her own good land here, she's been abused. She's been burned, dishonored, denied, refused, and the very government for which she stands is scandalized throughout the land. And she's getting threadbare, and she's wearing kind of thin, but she's in good shape for the shape she's in. Because she's been through the fire before, and she can take a whole lot more. So we raise her up every morning, we bring her down slowly every night, we don't let her touch the ground, and we fold her up right. On second thought, I guess I do like to brag, because I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag.